All right, I'm logged into the SpaceCamp website and I am looking to add attendees. I've got on a separate screen a list of which ones I've managed to add. Let me go and just show you the dialogue I've been instructed to go through here. We hit details. Oh, let me go back to click here. To continue on this. All right, so let me do itinerary list, manage roster, details. Oh, looks like I don't get a further list. I hit edit attendee. And now let me go down and find the next person that hasn't been registered. I've got Addie Jane Matthews. It's alphabetizing by first name, so I have to have my roster there. Alex Commander Chapman. And then I just scroll on my off screen. And then I got Chalmers, Davis, Ian Qureshi, Barry Qureshi, Brad Davis, Brad Mumford, Brady Callahan, Brumby Johnson, Charlie Billington, Chris Braun, Chris Chapman, Cooper Van Wingerden. Oh, Cooper Van Wingerden is not there, so Chris Chapman is where I left off. Cooper Van Wingerden. So there he is, 2008. We have to put in 2008 as the date for the scouts. Just we don't need to know the birthday, but close enough. And 1985 for all of the adults. Hit continue. Some of this, click here to complete registration. And now we know Cooper is a child. And then we hit continue. It seems that if we make it through this dialogue here, which appears sometimes, that we get it all the way through the registration. So I'm at Cooper Van Wingerden. Next one, we'll go back to the list. We'll hit edit attendee. Oh, no, we don't have to. Now it says some of this cannot be edited because the individual is registered for event. So bang, we got Cooper Van Wingerden. So next we go to the next one on the list. Dan Morger is already in. Danny Britton is already in. Don Turner is not in. So we have Don Williamson, but we don't have Don Turner. So we register Don Turner. This is Don Turner. Aha, we have now a button. Continue. All right, so we're good. Don Turner. Now, if I try to edit Don Turner, it says, oh, we can't do him. Can't do Don Turner. All right, let's go to the next one on the list. Past Don Turner. Don Williamson. Oh, we have that one already. Gail Penguito. So Don Williamson is there. Donis Hurd is not yet registered. So we hit Donis Hurd. We go in, we hit continue. Now it says, all right, enrolled. We hit edit attendee again. It says, we can't because this person is already registered. Great. So continue. Now let's go back to the itinerary list. And what we will see, we manage roster now. Oh, we are actually seeing Donis Hurd there now. Oh, before we had not. So now let's move on to the next one. Don Williamson, Donis Hurd, Doug Van Wingerden. Doug Van Wingerden is not yet registered. Doug's information has already been added. Go to continue. Some of this information is incomplete. Great. This is usually a good sign. If we can make it through this, we'll register the person. So now we're good. Doug Van Wingerden. Next one. Can't edit Doug because he's already registered. Great. Next one on the list. We go down and see Eric Zhang. Eric Zhang is not yet registered, so we'll go Eric Zhang. We'll hit continue. And good. Now we hit edit attendee. Eric Zhang, some of this information, great. We must be doing something right because Eric Zhang should now be recorded. We'll go to Ethan Panguido. Next one, he's not done. Ethan Panguido, continue. Registered. We try to edit him. Ethan Panguido, bang, it says he's registered. Great. Let's just go to the next one on the list. Gabriel Fournier. Information is already in. Continue. If I try to edit him, oh, can't edit him. He's still on the list. Let's go down the list again. One more. Gail Panguido, already on the list. Excellent. If I hit continue, still registered. All right. Good for Gail. Let's go down the rest of the list. Garrett Tate, continue. Ready to go, Garrett. Next one. Jeffrey Zhu. Jeffrey Zhu is already registered, but different error message. So I wonder now. So the one up here, Garrett Tate. Let's go back. Couldn't adjust Garrett Tate. Let's go back to the main itinerary list. Let's hit cancel. Let's go back to the main itinerary list here, which is offered here, manage roster, and we'll go and see if we've got Garrett Tate. Oh, we got Garrett Tate. Great. So let's see if we've gotten everybody else. Do we have Gail Panguido? Gail Panguido, Garrett Tate, Jeffrey Zhu. All right, we're making progress. Details. Edit attendee. Jeffrey Zhu. Already have him. Hank Woomer is already on the list. Howard Chalmers is already on the list. I have to go find which ones didn't take. Howard Chalmers. Ian Rice is not on the list. Let's look at Ian Rice. Ian Rice. Continue. Incomplete. Great. This is a way to get to that dialogue. So we know if we're making this dialogue, we're adding people. The rest, it will eventually forget them. Ian Rice. So done. Itinerary list. Let's go back to now edit attendee. Ian Rice. Next one down the list, Ivana Jimenez. Continue. Looking good. If I try to edit Ivana, I can't because she's already there. Now let's go to Jack Morger. Continue. Now Jack's not on the list. Edit attendee, Jack Morger. Looking good. Next one down. Jacob Williamson. Can't do Jacob, but great. If I go to edit Jacob Williamson again, nothing here. Can't I get that error message? So let's go down and just do them all this way. Jennifer Hurd, continue. Yep, she's there, already enrolled. Jeremy Callahan. Oh, this one's going to make it. Jeremy Callahan's now enrolled. Edit. Jeremy Muller. Continue. Edit Jeremy. Up, he's good. John Matthews. Continue. He's enrolled. All right, this is great. We're just nailing everybody on the list here. John Stowers. Continue. Great, John Stowers. Let's just now go back and see. Let's just get them all in. Why don't we do it? Joseph Jasianowski. Continue. Because all the names are here. He's enrolled. All right, I'm getting enrolled. Everybody's enrolled. Joseph Williamson. Continue. Edit attendee. Nope, can't change him because he's good. Josh Breton. Continue. Looks good. Enrolled. There's no continue button to hit here, so we should be good. So let's just keep going all the way down. Caleb Jimenez. Continue. Oh, now he has a active registration. Now, just for the heck of it, let's hit cancel. And then let's go back and look at the itinerary list and see if we've picked up the people that we thought we would. So you see, I don't have Ian Rice anymore. He's gone. So let's go back and look. Somehow, because Ian Rice got added before, recall? So let's go back and look at Ian Rice. And if I go back and look at Ian Rice, who now is not added anymore. So I hit continue. Now I finally get a chance to add him as a child. It gives me this other dialogue. So somehow I'm getting to this active server page that is allowing me to add this transportation. And that is the only way I know he got in there. If I go through and edit the attendee or to add that attendee through one particular dialogue, I sometimes get that, I sometimes don't. But now if I go back and look at my itinerary list, I'm sure I've got Ian Rice. So there, I got him. But the other people that I just went through, as you've seen before now, is just a waste of time. And this is the problem. I don't know how to add these other people. Plus, when I've got this dialog box here, if I go to the top, and I've got to go and try to find out which ones are registered, not have to go through and manually keep a list as I'm going down this list to find out where the break is. So what I end up doing is I go to cancel and go back and show itinerary list. I go to manage roster. What I've been doing now is manually copying this entire list out, bringing it into another tab in Excel, pasting this list in Excel. And then now I go back to the itinerary list, which is under details here. Oh, and this is another weird one. I don't know what's happening here. I'm getting 2 registrations. I should just have 1, but I have 1 and 34. Now I go back and I hit edit attendee, or like I have, that's a new one, let me get clear. So now I have to go manually scan and read this list to compare against my Excel list to find out which name here, because I've entered every name, every roster name is here on this list. I have to go and find the one that didn't take, and then manually then go back and add it. So we know we stopped at like Ian Rice, just as an example. I'm scrolling on my other list. Right, that's right where the breakdown. Ivana Jimenez, I don't believe is on there. So let me look at Ivana Jimenez. Nope, in here. So even though we clicked on her before, she's now been deregistered. If I hit continue, I'm now getting a chance to add Ivana Jimenez. So if I hit edit attendee, Ivana Jimenez, next one on the line, Jack Morger. Now I'm not getting an answer for Jack Morger. I know I didn't register him, but now if I go back and look at this list temporarily, what I'll find is I'll find probably Jack Morger on here. He's somehow getting deregistered. So this Jack Morger, now I'll go a few more names and Jack Morger will come off the list. So let's just show that. Because I didn't pick a bus or name him as a parent. So we've seen Jack Morger on the list. Let's go add a few more and then we'll go back and look and see if Jack Morger got added or removed. I have to look on my Excel list to see Jacob Williamson. Let's see if I left off here. So Jacob Williamson, click here. This is going to be a good sign. We made it through here. He's a child. Continue. That I'm getting this dialogue for transportation is a good thing. Jacob Williamson. All right, let me go add somebody else. Next one down on the list. Jennifer Hurd. Jennifer Hurd. Continue. Now remember, we've added her before. So, okay, she looks good. Now, if I go back to the list, manage my roster, now what I'll find is Jennifer Hurd is there. Jack Morgan is there. So what we're seeing is some names coming and going. So let's go back to the itinerary list. And this is very confusing because you have to keep track of what appears, what says you've done, and what names are going to come off the list. So just when you think you're kind of making progress, then you find out that you're not. So let's go to Danny Breton. Danny Breton, he's in there. Continue. Now, because I get this red dialog box, that means I really got him. If I don't get this dialog box, that means he's a fake. So he's fake registered. So Don Turner, which I know. Okay, so we know we've registered him now 2 or 3 times in this dialog. Continue. Aha, we're getting something to register Don. So we know if I get to parent now, he's good. So if I go to the itinerary list, now we go back to manage. Let's see if we've somehow removed. No, Don Turner is there. Great. Jack Morgan is also still there. So let's go back and let's go back and see if Jennifer Hurd was there. That got confusing. So we registered Jennifer Hurd. Okay, she's there now. That's a good sign. It's this transportation. Unless I get that transportation dialogue, I know that there's a problem. So the problem is I don't always get the transportation dialogue. So let me go back through and look at where I left off here. Let's just start at the bottom because that might be, I've been largely running this algorithm from the top. So if I run, so I can't do register, he's registered. And I believe if I look at my list, Varun is already has the transportation selection. So let's go up. Theodore Jimenez, he is not in the list yet. So let me do Theodore, continue. Click here to continue. This is a good sign for Theodore because I'm getting the add transportation. Okay, let's go back to edit attendee. Next one on the list, Susan Thompson. Susan Thompson is not here. Continue. I've already done these names thousands of times already, it seems. I'm just showing you an example hour of my time on the wonderful website we have here. So now Susan Thompson, I haven't selected transportation, so I know there's a problem. So maybe if I hit manage transportation, that will help us get there. So I've continued. No, she looks like she's good. So if I go to the itinerary list, I should see Susan Thompson. Susan Thompson is there. All right, so let me go back and do some more. And I'll just start working from the bottom of the list, and then we'll come to the top, and then we'll have lost other ones. Srinivas, continue. Incomplete. This is good. Let me just make sure that continue. Srinivas is in there now. Srinivasa. All right, I can't edit him, so he's good, I think. Simon Thompson. Oh, he's got somehow deregistered. So continue. So let me go back to the next one. Let's just go back to the list. He's already registered. Can't do anything here. Me. Oh, even I'm not registered. So you hit continue. Oh, I'm good. Go up the list. Sam Hurd. Continue. All right, Sam Hurd's. I'm getting this error. This thing he's already registered and already has transportation, so that's a good sign. So let me go and see now the problem is, as an example, that I'm not registered. So my name's Scott Billington. So let me hit cancel. Let's go back to itinerary list. You saw me click through Scott Billington. Let's see if I'm on here now. So now I'm on here. And it says I am enrolled with transportation. So let's go back and see, but I'm only getting these 30. So let me go back to Scott Billington, Samuel Hurd. Samuel Hurd's registered. Sam Billington. Sam Billington's registered. Ricardo Fournier. Oh, he fell off again. So let's go Ricardo. Paxton Muller. I mean, I've entered these names, so they all should be there. Paxton Muller is enrolled. Now let's go back to the itinerary list. I'll pitch Paxton Muller is there. So Paxton Muller is there. But now if I go to manage my roster, still got 29 left. So I mean, I've done this again and again. People keep coming and going. I'm really not sure what to do. It's difficult because some of the people that you think you're getting them in there, and then you cross them off a list, and then they're not on the list anymore. So I've gone through this algorithm where I start from here, manage the roster, do the details, and edit the attendees, and go through this list, top to bottom, bottom to top. I've done this 4 times, and I'm incrementally adding things sometimes, but sometimes I'm getting into the wrong dialogue, and I really just don't know where to go from here. I've spent probably 4 or 5 hours doing this, and I'm missing something clearly. But I'm not trying to be argumentative, but I think this is beyond the call of duty of what should be expected to try to get the group registered when I have a very simple list here. This exists in your code base now. I really think it's unfortunate that I'm being tasked to do this. I manage an engineering department. I have 30 software developers working for me doing military simulation. I am not new to software development, but this seems to have some problems in it. And it's particularly difficult to troubleshoot just because of the intermittent nature of some of the things that are happening. Some of the key things I think you can take away back to your development team are, when I'm getting a dialogue and where I'm getting forced to add that transportation, that's usually a permanent add. That's the thing. If I'm not getting that, then that's typically indicative that there's a problem. So if I end up going back into like the eyes, let me just see if I can find one who is. It's one that like here, Ivana Jimenez, we know we've done her. There's a point in this video where we've done her, but now she's not added. So that's where I know there's going to be a problem. So if I go back and now back up, I know if I go back and look for Ivana Jimenez, I'm going to see that she's missing. Because even though we've seen her in this list, now she's gone. So welcome any help you need for this. I'm happy to try to help with the website, but I don't really appreciate also being told that the $7,000 paid on behalf of my Cub Scout, we're a volunteer leadership corps, is now threatened because I won't